Okay, continuing where we left off. So, Mrs. Brisby versus Lucifer the cat. So, at Lady Tremaine's place, Mrs. Brisby runs into Jeremy the Crow, who's all tangled up in these strings. So, Mrs. Brisby was going to get the letter at Tremaine's place. Oh, I hate it when it does that. I guess old Lucifer the cat spots them. Of course, he probably likes to have birds and mice for dinner, because he's a cat. I know he's a crow, but technically they are birds. Now, hold on.
These are my brain cells. See, I'm allergic to cats. I'm allergic to cats. I'm allergic to cats.
Yeah, he's allergic to cats.
I'm allergic.
And roars like a lion. So, Secret of Them, still one of my favorite of all Don Bluth movies. And kind of is interesting seeing Lucifer trying to get Mrs. Brisby. And she's trying to get that letter, which is actually the, I think it was like the Cure or something. I gotta rewatch that movie. It's still one of my faves. And interesting using it as the letter so she can give it to Basil. Oh, so they got away and Mrs. Brisby wins. And okay, next fight is Tiana and Naveen versus Professor Screw Eyes. So Tiana and Naveen are both planning for their, something for the restaurant. Does this take place after the movie or something? And then Professor Screw Eyes shows himself up and tells them that he can help them. She don't like the looks of this character, which I don't blame her, and offers them the brain drain. Oh? And Naveen just randomly decides to sign the contract. Naveen, didn't you learn anything about making deals with people that are like Dr. Facilier or even people like him? Gives them both the brain drain and he de-evolved them into frogs. Oh, great. Like, God, are you kidding me? What frogs again? Sorry, what Tiana would say. And they got away. Okay, now for the next fight is Hubie and Rocco versus Shere Khan. So, Hubie and Rocco washed the shores on the beach after they, escaped from the boat. Well, the ship, technically. But unknown to them, they're being hunted down by Shere Khan. I guess we'll get to see if tigers would eat penguins. And hold on, I think Rocco just spots him. Did he shrunk, or how Shere Khan managed to eat him whole? Did Hubie shrunk, or did Shere Khan grew? Ooh, Grandpa, what big mouth you got? And I think he bite his tail and it makes him spit him out. And Hubie has enough courage to beat down that tiger. Even he's surprised by that. Like, hey, I did it. Okay, if not everyone's seen The Pebble and the Penguin, I'll leave a link to the review of it from the Nostalgia Critic. Hubie and Rocco wins. Okay, now for the next fight is Jim Hawkins versus Thrax. So, Jim is on top of the roof of Bimbo Inn, that's his home, until he spots Thrax, who is coming to the house on the ship. And then he got himself back inside and looks through the window. Yeah, they gotta get out of here. Interesting using the footage of Avatar for that. And now it's on fire. And the interesting thing is that what it says in the description. Hold on. That the viral alien is gained. So in this series, they're aliens. Interesting, because in the movie Osmosis Jones, they were technically blood cells. Well, in this series, they're aliens. I mean, it kind of does make sense for them to be aliens. I mean, they kind of look more alien-y. I'm just saying. He's like, stop them! I just don't want to put the audio up, just in case. 1-3! Skip number 2 already. And they're out of here, and they managed to escape. And their inn is on fire. Sees them running off. Okay, now for the next fight is Scar and the Hyenas versus Littlefoot and friends. So, Scar and his hyena minions are, going out for a hunt. And how to go into the description? As they find young dinosaurs wandering the open. Oh, okay. Hey, the vultures are there. Does anyone not know that the vultures are actually based on the Beatles? The band. We all live in the yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yeah, those Beatles. And they even spotted the dinosaurs. The young ones. Littlefoot and his friends. And for some reason they're in the elephant graveyard. And they heard the laughs of the hyenas. Do people know, does anyone know, if I'm not the only one who knows that hyenas have such a bad reputation? Much like with pit bulls. If the guys don't know, I'll leave the link down below. And I know it's only used for the footage for both the original Land Before Time movie and the sequels footage. So, the first 3 of the sequels I saw, they were decent. I didn't get to the one where that young pterodactyl had an uncle. 3 of them I thought were decent, but the other ones, I'm not missing out on them. From what I've seen, they are really, really stupid. Yeah, they're gonna get out of here. I guess this is gonna be their first time having dinosaurs for dinner. I mean, technically they're modern animals. No, not technically modern animals. I mean, they are just animals, while the Littlefoot and his friends are the prehistoric animals. So, this is probably gonna be their first time having to eat prehistoric animals. And yeah, we get this bit. Yeah, that scene. Which is interesting, because the scenes kind of match their action through the thorns. And then Scar shows himself up. He's done with all this stuff. Dude, you wouldn't eat those baby dinosaurs, would you? Thinking you would. I mean, I can't blame you. You are a predator. I mean, those 3 are also. And then something's coming. Hold on. The T-Rex! Seriously, T-Rexes are actually the most awesome dinosaurs. So yeah, interesting using the T-Rex from Fantasia. Hey, Littlefoot's mom's coming to the rescue. And yeah, we might get this bit where she ends up dead, because if you guys seen it Land Before Time, which technically the original Land Before Time is far better than all the other sequels from what I get. well, I did saw the first one. It's really good, the original one. Well, the other one, the first three are fine, but the others are just not that good. I'm just saying, we're probably going to get the bit where Littlefoot's mom gets killed. Dang, woman! And goodbye. Yeah, there's the earthquake. He's like, well, I'm out of here, bros. I don't want to beat the audio up on that one, so... Oh, look, guess the vultures are leaving. Because I think the auto CK's using is called the Stampede from the Lion King movie. Yep. The ground's shaking. Interesting using both of the Land Before Time's earthquakes and Fantasia's earthquake. So, now for the epilogue. So, Tiana and Naveen meet up with Nessie, who... Yeah, of course, he introduced himself and decides to take them to, you know, Ariel. And then we see Sekil Khan did survive and is recruited by Captain James Hook. I guess he's mistaken Hook for a god. I'm just suggesting if he did. Then at Planet Z, we see Emperor Zurg meets up with his allies, which be Captain Gantu, Thrax, and okay, that's just it. Okay, well, hold on, how to go again? And they all discuss their sinister plans. Then we see Prince John is furious at both Scar and Shere Khan for not helping Prince Froglip to capture Robin Hood. Can't blame him if he's angry. So those two decide to leave Prince John and forge their own alliance. Like, well, screw you, dude. If you're not going to listen to us, we'll just make our own allies. Then we see Jim and Dr. Doppler about to air the RLS Legacy crew, but unknown to them, they're being spotted by Mulan? Mulan, why on the space story arc? Weird. And she decides to follow them. And then we see Maleficent and Mach gathering all the forces, you know, for a meeting. And how to go again? Yeah, Lady Tremaine arrives at the Forbidden Mountains, where she is welcomed by Maleficent and her allies. Don't forget Maleficent and Mox and their allies. And then we get this sad cutscene. So, just to be safe, don't want to get a copyright claim. So it's a sad scene. It's that the vultures are cheering for joy over the defeat of Scar, the hyenas, and the T-Rex. But their moods soon change, however, as they see Littlefoot near his mother, who was injured by the T-Rex, and knowing that his mom died. Yeah, it's that whole scene. Yeah. You gotta admit, it's a pretty sad scene seeing Littlefoot's mom died in the movie. And on top with, like, you know, Bambi's mom and Mufasa. So, even though those two are Disney, while Land Before Time is Don Bluth's movie and a Universal Pictures film. Not a Disney movie. Nope. So, that was Heroes vs. Villains Round 3, and that was pretty good. So, see you guys in the next video.